And 7 years ago...
You are now listening to...
The Red Dot.
We have put together, I think, the most extensive and inclusive voter fraud organization in the history of American politics. You're a lying dog-faced Tony soldier. You said you were.
There are known knowns. There are things we know we know. We also know there are known unknowns. That is to say, we know there are some things we do not know. But there are also unknown unknowns. The ones we don't know, we don't know.
I think Shorty has lots of questions.
Yeah.
I think he's questioning why he's part of this podcast. What the fuck am I doing here? Why is all this stuff in red? Who's this dude, Mike, who's kneeling in the soccer game? I think we have a lot to discuss. I really don't want to discuss this jetpack guy sighting, but we are recording, correct?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Well,
I think it's a fascinating article. This jetpack guy.
So the thing is, as we're discussing this, are we not going to do the other article?
What other? Oh, the one that I found.
Yeah, because it connects, or do you want to do the jetpack guy?
Oh, see, I kind of like the jetpack guy.
Okay.
But, no, I do think this one's important. I think we should stroll in with
Okay,
this.
sounds good to me.
So, this is a tough subject to talk about.
All right.
It's always a tough subject as it's brand new. Nobody's totally sure how to deal with this stuff. But
Okay.
we have probably been called anti-transgender before, just due to our beliefs on this. But in California, there is, and this is by, well, it's on Stupid News, but it's by news editors. So
Stupid News?
Stupid News gets, dude, they're great. Stupid.news.
All right.
They just find stupid news, like obvious stupid shit, and they give you a headline and they do an article on it. But anyway, by the news editors, at least one California inmate is pregnant because of transgender convicts being moved into women's prisons.
Mm-hmm.
At least one. There are multiple accusations of sexual assault. So it's, is this...
So what you're saying is the men who are saying they are women are getting women pregnant.
They're raping women.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're going to prison. They're
Okay.
getting housed in the women's prisons, and they're raping women. So there's a feminist legal group who decided to keep... Oh, no. They did. It's part of the Women's Liberation Front, or WOLF, but they decided to keep their specific group name anonymous. They have said that, and quote, "We have now heard from 7 different people inside CCWF, which is the Central California Women's Facility, that at least one woman, and possibly more, is now pregnant after being housed with a male felon who was transferred to the women's prison under SB 132, which is the transgender legislation that means you must be treated like you are a woman even if you have a Y chromosome. Or,
Oh, okay.
How
All right.
that works. Anyway, this was tweeted on Monday. And they're calling them a radical feminist group because they oppose rape in prison. Okay, so they're radical, so radical. The nonprofit had reported last week that the CCWF, the largest women's prison in the state, had begun offering contraception and alleged assaults by gender-confused men.
Oh.
In what inmates are calling a nightmare's worst nightmare.
Okay.
Yeah, so the new resources are a tacit admission by officials that women should expect to be raped when housed in prison with men, where all sex is considered non-consensual by default within the system. This was said by WOLF, the Women's Liberation Front. The group added that posters recently appeared in medical rooms outlining the options available to quote-unquote pregnant people in prison, even if you got pregnant while in prison.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
No bueno.
And there's a huge influx of HIV that's happening from this because 40% of the gender. I don't care for this term. Wow, they used the term gender confused. Let's go ahead and call that gender dysphoria.
Yeah.
Gender confused. It's like retarded. That's like the word retarded. That's not okay. Anyway, so gender dysphoric males, because fuck you, stupidnews.com. Males in major U.S. cities are infected with HIV. So as they are coming into these women's prisons and raping the women they're in because they're claiming they're women, they are also infecting these women with HIV, as well as getting them pregnant. So I don't know if you guys got anything to say on that.
I mean, that's pretty straightforward.
It's pretty straightforward wrong.
Yeah.
Like, okay, there's the whole sports thing.
Yeah.
Which is debatable on many different fronts. But if you're going to house prisoners, I don't think you really have a choice other than to say, nope, it is what your assigned gender at birth is. You can't house somebody with somebody else who can potentially get you pregnant.
And this is what also it comes down to is they're prisoners and they don't have rights anymore inside that prison other than what we say that they can't have.
Well, but rape is above and beyond the charges alleged against them.
Well, no, what I'm saying there is that we shouldn't be sending people who are gender dysphoric and complying with them to go to a women's prison. No.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
No, that's what I'm saying. They don't have rights anymore. You don't get to choose.
You know, and that's probably why Stupid News chose this as one of their headlines, because that is just fucking stupid.
Yes, it is. Very stupid. Well, welcome, everyone. We are the Red Dots. I'm Scrap, and I'm here with my co-host, Dingo.
I forgot my name. Wait, is that me? Oh, hey, guys.
And our audio engineer, Shorty.
What's up?
So today's show, we will be talking about Olympics, the Parkland Survivor. That's going to be an interesting one. Strange suicides, another interesting one. And Israel's dilemma. And we pop tops to Aprova Medivil.
Israel is gender dysphoric right now, so he's got a dilemma. We're going to talk about it.
No, the country, Israel.
That's really arrogant of you to call yourself an entire country.
Thanks.
You're just going to speak for Israel now? Why? Because you share a name?
No.
That's so terrible.
USA! USA! USA!
UAE! Oh,
Fuck
whoops.
UAE,
Oh,
bud.
Jesus Christ. Can I just say that on the air?
The Summer Olympics are inferior to the Winter Olympics. I'm just going to throw that out there. That's my opinion. Just saying. The Olympics have ended / still going on. That is all up to your interpretation of when you think this podcast was recorded. The Chi-Coms are in the lead by 2 medals. China has 38 for the lead. America is sitting at 36 for second, and Japan is sitting at 27 for third.
Why are they called the Chi-Coms? What's a Chi-Com?
Chinese communists. It sounds like it should be a racial slur, huh?
It does sound very racially motivated.
The Russians, where Rod Fox you, are sitting in fourth, tied with the Redcoats.
That easily worst Russian accent I ever hear.
Hey, I'm trying. The Olympics should be ending on the 8th of August, so we need to pull some dubs to get ahead of the Chi-Coms.
John Dubs.
The main point of this segment is about the anti-American lesbian. I paused like that because I didn't want to say the word dyke. Made herself look like an ass. Actually, the whole team made themselves look like the backside of my taint. The USA soccer team lost to Sweden 3-0.
I just want to say the backside of your taint is easily the worst backside of any taint I've ever seen.
When did you see the backside of my taint?
When we were trying to make a baby, remember? Episode 1, dude. I promised you a baby. Do you remember that from episode 1?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Is that why I can't have a baby, Dingo? I promise you we'll keep trying, man.
Yes, I do. Well, as Americans, we should feel the anguish of defeat, but most Americans feel like me. We are happy the women's American soccer team lost because the anti-American representation they put out. On July 24th, the women's soccer team played New Zealand at the opening of the game. The U.S. soccer team turned their back on the flag, as seen in this picture that Shorty and Dingo could both look at. It's from the source from the New York Times. I tried to find a video of the opening for this game, but you can't find videos anywhere of the opening. I combed through Google, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. You know.
Speaking of which, so you always put these links.
Yeah.
Why does my taint have a link?
Because I figured that'd be the best one to put
I'm
it
not
on.
clicking it, dude. What the fuck did you link that to? All right, anyway.
But,
Sorry.
it's I find it very odd that no one streamed it at some point or recorded any footage of it. You know,
They probably did. I think it got taken down.
yeah, it might have.
Dude,
You know?
YouTube took down, there was a video that we had linked on episode 11 of, God, what was it? It was a video of something, man. It was a video of, fucking, I'm in the drive, one sec. Okay, I think it was on Sign of the Times.
Mm-hmm.
It was with Tubin. There was when Kamala Harris went to Guatemala.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
all the protesters were out there with the signs that said Trump won and stuff.
Yeah.
That video has been scrubbed from the
Oh,
internet.
really?
There
Okay.
is one article left that I found on Newsweek. And so that's what I linked on our website. But as far as the video, it's gone.
Well, we should have saved it.
Yeah,
well,
we
no,
shoulda,
We
'cause-
have it still because we have it. I guess we don't have an actual video of it.
Oh,
because,
maybe?
No.
No.
No, it's just the recording of us watching it. See, there's no video of it.
Dear
So-
listeners, I mean, I promise you, we're not making this up. There's video footage somewhere there on the internet of Guatemalan people protesting Kamala Harris's arrival in Guatemala, and they have signs that said Trump won
Yeah.
and like all this stuff, and it got scrubbed from the internet because
It's embarrassing.
it could affect our future elections. But electoral ads are fine
Yeah.
because those don't affect future elections. Like, what the fuck? Anyway.
Dark money. Anyways,
Hold on, I'm going to fart into the microphone.
fast forward mini games ahead. God damn it, Dingo.
I didn't.
Fast
Just kidding.
forward mini games ahead against Sweden team. Team USA kneeled to protest against America and the racism the flag represents. Because you can't find photos or videos anywhere of the women's soccer team kneeling once again, I just found a picture that Dingo and Shorty can both look at.
And we'll put it up on the website.
Yeah, we'll put it. I'll put it up in
It's
the
of-
YouTube as
it's
well.
of Mike Rapinoe kneeling on the women's soccer team.
She does look like a man. It's Megan Rapinoe though.
It's Mike. That's clearly a Mike. Mark?
I know, and I find it very odd again that you can't find shit on this. It's almost like they scrubbed it from the internet.
I mean,
Which,
they clearly did.
yeah,
They clearly did.
yeah.
It's the same thing they're trying to do to their opposing parties. I'm surprised they haven't done it to the Green Party.
Yeah.
If the Green Party actually posed a threat to the Democrats,
Yeah.
you can guarantee their shit would be scrubbed from all massive media.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
They do it with anybody who disagrees with them.
Yes, they do.
Look at your bonus episode. That video that you posted on the bonus episode
Yeah.
scares the fucking shit
Yeah.
out of me. It
Yeah.
really does. It triggers me.
Yeah.
I'm
No.
like,
Oh, you're talking
what
about
the-
the update. Yeah.
Yeah, the update video that you
did. For anybody who's
YouTube.
listening, go head to the YouTube, watch the update episode. I actually have. You can listen to it too, but the video is a hell of a lot cooler. Where
Yeah, you can see all the pictures.
Yeah,
and whatnot.
it was a montage video of all the Democrats being hypocritical, and then it ended with the Democrat who was defending Bill Clinton and him kind of laying out the foundation for
what's wrong with it.
yeah, what's wrong with it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a cool video.
Yeah,
it's
and
a cool video.
it's amazing. And you know, I know we align ourselves with the right, but I think everyone in this room can agree that Bill Clinton was one of the best presidents we've
I like
ever
Bill
had.
Clinton.
If I could have voted,
He
back
killed a
then,
lot of people.
I would have voted. No, that was his wife. But if I could have voted back then, I would have voted for Bill Clinton. I mean,
Yeah.
he plays the fucking saxophone, dude. Can you get anybody cooler, more charismatic, and smarter with financial, what do you call that? Financial, not decrees. What's the word I'm looking for here?
I don't know.
his administration really handled
Finances
the
well?
economy
Okay.
well.
Okay. All right. I'll give you that. I agree with that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, if you look at the money, actually, he's literally the best president we've ever had.
Or he just had a really good administration.
Well, I mean, he chose his administration, though.
Yeah, that's true. I guess so.
He chose his cabinet. Everybody was hired by him. He's the best Donald Trump we've ever had. Everyone else got fired.
All right, let's move to the next segment.
Sorry. Okay, total tangent.
The Parkland Survivor. This is a good one, guys. So on February 14th, 2018, a gunman opened fire on students at Stoneman Douglas High School. I don't know why I had such a hard time saying that. Killing 17 people and injuring 17.
You know, honestly, just to stop you there, I think everybody would have a problem saying that sentence.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm just talking about the way it's gunmen and opened. And okay, I see what you say. But it was a tragic event, but that is not the main point of this segment. A survivor of the tragic shooting posted anonymously on Reddit in a thread called QAnon Casualties, ranting about how his dad thinks the shooting was a hoax, the people who saw giving testimony were all crisis actors, and his son is in on the whole plots. We're gonna read the actual post itself. Dingo's gonna read it. It's sad, but I found myself laughing as I was reading it. But
at least you found a way to make light of such a dark situation.
Yes, anyways, go ahead and give it a read, Dingo.
Okay. All right, I got this. All right, here we go. Long ago, in a distant land, there lived a Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. No, we're going to get sued for that one. Okay. Here we go. Here's the original post from Reddit. Is that part of it?
Yeah, sorry.
Part?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
If this is
Oh,
long,
okay.
yeah.
So this is from the kid.
Yes, yeah.
This is from the kid. Okay. So quote. Sorry if this is long, but I got to get it off my chest. I think my dad has gone fucking insane. It's going way too far, and I have trouble processing the last 5 months. He's always been very conservative, but now QAnon has consumed his life to the point where it's tearing our family apart, along with my mental health. Back in January, he saw the video of Marjorie Taylor Greene harassing David Hogg, another student who we've actually spoken
Yes,
about.
we made fun of him.
We cheered. Yeah, we popped tops to him. About the shooting being a false flag operation. And while my dad was already into Q, he'd never gone down that particular rabbit hole. Now he's convinced everything was a hoax, and it breaks my fucking heart. He's done, quote, extensive research, unquote, on body language, and claims he can tell the shooter is a radical commie actor who was paid to sacrifice his life in order to remove our guns. He's questioning why they released the interrogation footage, if not to further deceive the, quote, sheep believing everything they see, unquote. He also says the trial will be rigged, and the reason they're talking about his death penalty is to remove him
Okay,
from ever talking, just in case.
and before you continue on, can you kind of imagine, like, the kid is chilling playing video games, right, on his computer?
And your dad just waltzes
Yeah,
in.
just bursts into the room and he's like,
You're an FBI fucking agent.
you need to fess up, son. I know you're working with the Qs and the Ys.
Yeah, and he's got the headdress on, and he's holding the shield. He's half naked.
Yeah, I can totally fucking see that. Dude.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine. Okay. Anyway, continuing the quote from his Reddit. What branch of government are you working in? Or saying, I know the shooting was all a hoax, so I need you to fess up. What's really fucked is that he knows I never want to hear about him or see his face ever again. I've been very clear on that, and I always leave the room when he starts talking about him. By him, I think he means the shooter?
Yeah, I think that's what it means.
I keep telling him to please fucking stop, but there's no reaction or empathy whatsoever. Even burgundy-colored t-shirts, which is what the shooter wore, makes me uncomfortable, and he, my dad, used to be so understanding, he stopped wearing it around me. That person is completely gone, and I miss him so fucking much.
So, and then when he goes into this next part, that's his dad actually speaking to him.
So, this kid's dad came in one day, this next part of his speech. Quote, You're a real piece of work to be able to sit here and act like nothing ever happened as if it wasn't a hoax. Shame on you for being part of it and putting your family through it too. Unquote.
It's fucking insane, dude.
He'll say stuff like that straight to my face whenever he's drinking, and I wonder if he'd still say it if he knew what it does to me. It's bringing back so much of my survivor's guilt, and I fucking hate him for it. I worked on it for so long, and now I once again feel like the biggest piece of shit for being able to have good days when there are parents still grieving. I can't take more of him berating me and purposely trying to trigger me to see if my PTSD is real or not. He's seen me break down and cry my eyes out multiple times, which I never ever did before. Sometimes I wonder if he's hit his head or had a fucking stroke, because I can't believe it's the same person. What the fuck is QAnon doing to people? My breaking point was yesterday when I borrowed my little brother's iPad and saw he'd searched for some really bad things related to the shooting. I practically begged my mom to give my dad an ultimatum to get professional help or move out. She's really timid and hates confrontation, so all she said was to try not being home as much and wait it out.
You know what? He just needs to move the fuck out of the house. That's what he needs to do. He just needs to fucking go. That's what he needs to do. It's like if he's over the age of 18.
But I mean, and just give up on his dad like that?
I distance yourself, buddy. I mean, obviously your dad's not changing his mind.
I mean, I guess it depends on it. He
Yeah.
said 5 months.
Yeah.
Anyway, continuing his Reddit post. I have no fucking idea how to deal with this. It's too painful for me to keep living like this, hearing his name almost every single fucking day and being accused of accepting money to be a part of it. Even if my dad magically snapped out of his Q bullshit, I don't think I'd ever forgive him for putting me through this when I was just recently starting to do relatively well. So fuck him for that, and fuck QAnon and Marjorie Taylor Greene for ruining my dad. What the fuck is this?
That's an edit that he put in.
Oh, he
after
did
the
it?
fact, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Even though I've definitely felt like it.
Yeah, it's hard to read.
Hold on. Even though I've definitely felt like it, I don't think getting physical would do any good at all. I instead try to remind my father to look back at the text I sent when I was 100% sure the shooter was about to enter our classroom. I ask him to look me in the eyes and still argue if I'm able to be fake what I wrote in those messages. But no luck.
Yeah. So, no, man, that poor kid. I
almost cried fucking reading that.
But you know, dude, I am
crying.
Well, yeah, no, but when I was reading it, all I was imagining was this kid in the house, and like his dad kind of pokes his head around the fucking corner just to kind of see, he's like, "Hey, you gonna fess up yet, son?"
Dude, that is so fucking rough. Coming from a kid who had no dad.
Yeah,
I can only imagine what it would be like to hear this from my mom, and I am heartbroken.
Yeah.
For this kid.
Yeah, you know what, man? He just needs to move out. Period. Like, you're 18, man. Get the fuck out the house.
That ain't gonna stop these memories from following him. He can run as far as he wants. His mind's gonna be right there with him. And he will always remember this
I'm
shit.
sure he will, but
I mean, that is tragic.
Yeah.
In every sense of the word.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think it was that tragic in the sense of when I was reading it, but
Well, you're a stronger man than I am.
Well, that story was broken by Vice. They wrote an extensive piece on it. If you want to read more about it, go check it out. They actually go into in depth with the interview with the kid, and they end up releasing his name. I didn't put it on here because it doesn't matter. You can find all of this if you want to go check it out and actually read it.
That's good. Let's have some fucking morals.
Yeah.
Like half these freaking journalists who just release names without caring.
Yeah. So, anyways, to end that.
Are we going to move on to something happy?
Yeah, we're going to move out of something that's still strange and odd, but and not happy. As depressing.
Super happy.
No, not at all.
Yeah, super happy stuff.
This is a weird one. 4 officers who responded to the January 6th riot at the Capitol have all committed suicide.
What the fuck, man? You told me this was going to be happy.
The most recent one, Gunther Hashida, was found dead on July 29th and is still unclear how he killed himself. Jeffrey Smith.
Epstein.
Jeffrey Smith, and this is the officer out of the 4 who died first. Jeffrey Smith was found dead in his car from a gunshot to the head on January 14th, and he was on his way to work.
How did we just hear about this now?
Yeah, I know, right?
January 14th?
Yeah. He was the first one to die out of the 4.
What the shit?
Yeah. And it kind of begs the question, did these officers see something the day of the 6th that the powers that be don't want us to know about?
I mean, okay, if Bill Clinton was still in office and Hillary Clinton was still having to protect his ass for getting head,
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'd want to check Hillary's server in her basement that she never told anybody about while she was having families killed in Syria.
You know, yeah. And it's kind of weird that 4 people connected to the riot
Just
have died by
throwing that out
suicide, you know. Also, there's a lot of evidence, though, the riot was organized and maybe possibly planned by the FBI. So,
I've heard that.
yeah.
That there can always be agents from it doesn't even have to be the FBI. It could be freaking
Yeah.
Antifa that are in there just to rile things up
Yes.
and make it go the way they want it to go.
So the FBI released a report stating that they knew the riot was going to happen and warned the Capitol Police about it. Here's a statement from that report. As of January 5th, 2021, FBI Norfolk, I think that's how you say it, received information indicating calls for violence in response to unlawful lockdowns to begin on January 6th in Washington, D.C. The document says an online thread discussed specific calls for violence to be included, stating by Ready to Fight, Congress needs to hear glass breaking, doors being kicked in, and blood from their BLM and Antifa slave soldiers. Yeah, I spelled that wrong. Being spilled.
Oh, really? All right, that's not intentional.
No. They misspelled that.
Oh.
Yeah. I misspelled that, sorry. Get violent. Stop calling this a march or rally or a protest. Go there ready for war. We get our president or we die. Nothing else will achieve this goal.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Who supposedly said this?
It was on forums that the FBI has been watching that was talking about that's what they were going to do on January 6th.
And yet somehow they all still got into the Capitol.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. If they knew this was going to happen, why didn't they prevent it?
They would have.
Yeah.
But they wanted this.
Yeah. So there's a lot of video.
Now I see why you're
Yeah.
saying there could potentially be agents
Yeah.
who are amongst the
Yeah.
groups.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Connecting it with the cops, maybe the cops were there and they
One of
saw
those
something.
arrested was a known Antifa
Yeah.
who had been arrested multiple times before.
Yeah. So there's a lot of video of what looks like undercover agents in the crowd. The FBI, DOJ, and the Pentagon have labeled groups like the Proud Boys, Oath Keepers, and the 3% as domestic terrorists.
What?
So yes,
The Proud Boys?
Yes.
Who during Hurricane, what was
Katrina?
it with Katrina, and they were sitting there literally standing outside of gun stores and making sure that looters couldn't just go and steal guns.
Oh, really?
and
I
start
didn't know
shooting
that.
each other.
Yeah.
Dude, the Proud Boys there's a video of a Proud Boy here in Seattle during the Seattle riots going up to a wannabe Antifa. He didn't have a mask on, but
Yeah.
he got into a police car and stole an M4A1 out of the back.
Oh,
He is there is video of this. He is standing there in the street being like, "Hey, look at this assault machine gun that I just got out of a fucking cop car." And a Proud Boy walks up with a pistol straight to his dome, takes the rifle away, throws it over his shoulder, and says, "You guys need to go the fuck home." Oh, dude, the Proud Boys are nothing more than like a militia.
Yeah.
Militia guards.
okay. They're
They
probably
don't-
all
they don't
ex-military.
They are mostly ex-military, and they don't really do anything else other than make sure things don't get more violent.
Okay.
Proud Boys have never been accused of have never successfully been accused of promoting violence. They're accused of it all the time because they're
All right.
hard right, but it's all media bullshit.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so the
How
FBI
could you be proud if that wasn't who you were?
So the FBI labels all 3 of those as domestic terrorists. So we know they have, if not undercover agents, at least informatives in these groups. Those three groups were there that day, and we know that because the FBI has stated that those groups are responsible for planning the riots. John Ryan Schaefer, who was part of the militia group Oath Keepers, was charged with 6 felonies and faced up to 30 years in prison. He got offered a plea deal, agreed to 2 guilty charges: obstruction of an official proceeding of Congress and trespassing on restricted grounds of the Capitol while armed with a dangerous weapon. He was given 4.5 years in prison and will be entering the witness protection program, which that's pretty light if you ask me. It's pretty light sentencing.
Witness protection is
Yeah.
pretty light.
Well-
Your old life's deleted.
No. What I'm saying is the amount of time he's going to be doing in prison is really
Oh.
light, and the fact that he has the luxury of going into the witness protection program
for
now.
6 felonies.
Yeah, and he has the
6
luxury
felonies
of going
would
into
usually
the
get you life.
yes, but now he has the luxury of going into the witness protection program and being able to disappear. You know,
To where though?
Yeah.
I mean, like he's gonna have to go be like, I'm Swedish for the rest of his life. Like, could you imagine? Sorry, all of our listeners in Sweden. We respect you. We love you. Thank you for your banks.
so and to kind of like continue on that like little route of okay, maybe the cops did see something and maybe there was actual FBI agents there within the groups and kind of maybe planning it out and coercing it to where it needed to go to the level of the extent that it got to. There's a independent journalist named Bobby Powell. He was there at the riot and he ran into some people who dude, we're gonna watch this video, but it's weird. I was sitting there kind of looking at it, I was like, why are they acting like that, and why did he do that? So
Before we
Yeah.
get into it, I just want to say this, as a citizen who knows effing nothing about national protection.
yeah,
If our FBI didn't have agents at every major protest, I would be wondering what the fuck
yeah.
we're paying them to
or
do.
if our FBI didn't have agents inside of militia groups that might be terrorists, domestic terrorists,
Whether or not they can actually
No.
get an agent in there, but like be present
Yeah.
for the rallies.
yeah,
Always.
yeah,
Always. You should always have somebody there who gets firsthand knowledge of what went down.
yeah,
And if you're not doing that, then you're not collecting information right.
yeah,
Like, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. And that's coming from a completely uneducated citizen.
yeah. So let's give this video a watch. So go ahead, it's already up there for you, Shorty.
Where did you find this particular video?
In the combing of my internet searches, I was.
But who's the source?
Oh,
Is the source
it's
trustworthy?
no, it's Bobby Powell.
Bobby Powell.
Yeah, he's
this
that
is-
guy. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Bobby.
God damn it, Bobby.
Bobby Powell.
All right, sir. Here we go. Okay, so
Yeah,
Hunter
here we go.
Emke, a 20-year-old Antifa from California, had broken a window right there at the top of the east steps off to the right side as you're facing the door. Off to the right side, there's a set of windows going into an office area. And this Hunter Emke had broken that window. He was tackled and arrested by 8 uniformed Capitol Hill police officers.
Looks more like 2.
Now,
Yeah.
he was let go because, well, they were kind of busy. There was a riot going on.
And he's 20.
But the amazing thing was, John, because there was a riot going on, you would think that they would have somebody stand there and protect that broken window, right?
You would think, yeah.
Guess
God
what
damn, that guy's
happened?
voice is so
I was
low.
standing
What
right
the
next to
shit?
the Capitol Hill police officers when I heard a radio transmission that told them to displace,
that guy.
to leave that broken window
I can sound like
completely
that.
undefended, and that's exactly what they did. They
Yeah, so
left
she says
that
the Capitol
window
Police are now
without
leaving
any
that where
protection
that
at all, with
window
a
where they
mob
tried to break
beating down
into.
the doors 30 feet away, flashbangs going off, pepper spray being deployed. I know I got a face full of it, but it made absolutely zero tactical
They
sense
literally
because
just walked
the
away
window
from
that they were
that
standing in front of, nobody was bothering them there. They were not
Nobody.
under any threat whatsoever. People were just kind of milling around, taking pictures and whatnot, 30 feet away. But when they displaced, they didn't go towards the threat. They went down the front, down the East Capitol steps. Okay, and then went around on the inside of the building, so they didn't go to where the mob
Is that
was.
guy holding a
They
piece
just
of the
left
glass?
Yeah, he
that
is.
window undefended, except for me. Now, John, I'm a United States Marine, okay? And I swore to defend this nation, every aspect of it, the Constitution, and
I'm gonna
even
sell
the
these on
Capitol
eBay
building.
later.
Okay, I don't care if somebody's wearing a Trump
Souvenirs.
hat or carrying an American flag. You're not going to enter the Capitol of the United States through a broken window during a riot while I'm standing there. So
there's a guy over here that asked him why aren't you
just
guys
wasn't
going
gonna
inside there.
happen.
You know, started explaining
Now,
that.
when these 8 Capitol Hill police officers left that window undefended, I'm watching them walk off into the distance, and behind me, I'm hearing a crunching noise. And when I turn around with my camera, and you can see this at bobpowell.blogspot.com right now, you will see a man pulling that window completely out of the frame. He had just asked me, why don't you guys, go on inside? He took the window out and said, why don't you guys go on inside? Because that's probably illegal. Okay? But he continues to pull the window out of its frame, and then he steps aside to let these people go in there. Now, that's when my
Wearing
oath kicks in. I
military
said,
gear.
no,
Yeah.
you're not going in there.
That's what
Oh!
yeah. And then he
Gandalf
pushes the guy and tells him to back
confronting
up, and I
Balrog.
don't understand why he did that. He was just
I
telling
give
people to
him
go
a
inside.
Yelp and
And then he
war
just
face,
now he's
and
trying to
that
pick a
kinda
fight with them. Like he's like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
So now this guy.
He need. I was about to
he had
promote
just
some
pulled the window
severe
out.
violence
Now,
against
he's
that
attacking
man
the
right
guy
now.
that tried to go in. Why does he do that?
And so he's like, why are you
Because
pushing me?
he
You
knows
told us
that
to go
he's
in
been
here.
caught.
Take your mask off, you
He's been
little
caught.
cowardice
I'm sitting there
bitch.
pointing my camera right at him, and he's been caught, and he's a doggone federal agent. We'll get to how I know that.
He's a
in
pussy,
just
is
a
what he
minute.
is.
Now he fights with this kid, and then he disappears into the crowd. Never see him again. Okay, he knows his cover's been blown, so he takes off.
Damn
So
structure cover.
now I go to where the action is.
Yeah, I know.
His
Over at
voice
the
is so
east entrance door, 30 feet away.
See, and this is where
uh,
this is another
the
where the other
crowd
weird
is-
character
is,
comes
You
in.
know, trying to go inside, and they're being pushed back with pepper spray and whatnot. And I'm videoing the action. And then all of a sudden, I feel arms and hands on my back. I'm being pushed into the Capitol by a guy
you
that's
see that guy
saying,
over there
hold
to
the
the
line,
left?
hold the line.
Him,
right?
right there.
Okay, now
Bro, it's the same
I
fucking
get
guy.
gassed.
It almost
The
looks the
whole
same guy, huh?
Doesn't
formation
it?
of people
No, it's
gets,
not the same guy.
pushed
I bet
back
you it is
by
without
the,
his
uh,
stupid
pepper
little
spray.
vest.
No,
And
he was wearing
I
a
turn
different mask.
around,
He was
and my
wearing a
camera
different
mask.
catches
Because he
this
couldn't go and
man
change masks.
standing there at the corner of the doorway.
That's the same fucking guy.
Just like the other guy in plain
See, he just
tactical
even- he
gear.
The
says
only
it
difference is
with
his
a very
mask, and he's not
expensive
wearing
radio,
his
just like the
GI
other guy.
gear.
And
But he didn't have those headphones on.
I mean, I
just
can't
standing
prove
there.
that.
Yeah, but no, he didn't have
When
those
you see
kind of
the
He
headphones.
sure
videos,
looks
folks,
the same to me.
you
In
gotta
fact,
understand how
we could go back and check
calm
the
and
gloves.
cool
He's
and
still wearing gloves.
So,
that
but
behavior is.
he had
And the
had-
pants.
he had
done.
iPod headphones.
It's only
the
a
first
3.5
guy did.
minute
This guy has
video.
fucking
Run it over a
head-
couple of times. Just watch how calm,
over the
cool,
head-
and collected they are. Those men were there on a mission. Okay, now I'm going to tell you why I know that they are FBI agents.
Okay, you can stop it right there. We don't need to hear him.
Provided the federal agency with
But yeah, man. So it's kind of just those two people. They look like they weren't rioters. They,
From the same outfit.
yeah, they were from at least from somewhere. You know, whether it's FBI agents or informers or somebody that was
planned
planted.
Antifa.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
they could be anybody, but
Yeah.
I personally think, man, I just look at that and I'm like, man, he walked off. He took his mask off. He took his headphones off.
Yeah.
I bet you if we rolled back the tape, they have the same gloves and pants.
We might have to do that off air and rewatch that.
I think
Yeah.
so. I think we should.
Yeah, but it's interesting and weird. There's something weird that happened at the fucking Capitol, the
Have
Capitol
your
on that
conspiracy
6th. Other than
theory, whatever thing tingling, whatever you call it.
my conspiracy theory is tingling. Whatever I fucking said it. But no, there's something weird that happened that day other than just the insurrection. There's something more nefarious happening, and it's and I'll just say this. It's kind of odd that there was 4 cops that committed suicide and depression from the day of the January 6th. If that made them commit suicide, that seems a little fishy to me. You know, and
I agree with you.
maybe they saw something. I don't know.
No, well, okay, so I'm not going to say there's foul play in those
Yeah.
deaths. It could be suicide, especially when you consider the amount of social pressure
Okay.
that is probably put on them, and they're like, how did you not stop this? You're a terrorist.
Yeah.
I mean, cops get a lot of shit already.
Yeah.
The whole country is against cops because they're all stupid. And then all of a sudden, you're also the target of the January 6th riots. Like, you were somehow responsible. Like, maybe it was just too much pressure.
Yeah.
So I don't want to say anything there, but let me say this. Anytime you hear something crazy, somebody, walked into a Walmart and just shot the place up.
Yeah.
Nobody does that.
Yeah.
There is a background story.
Yes, there is.
And we may or may not, become privy to it, but there is always something that triggered it.
Yeah. It's never just
Those
the
four
lone
cops
thing by itself.
January 6th, if it sounds too crazy to believe, it's because it is.
Yeah.
Something else was going on in the background.
Yeah. And I agree with you. And I'll also say this is when I was reading into the background of all the cops, every single one of them, their wives said that they were severely, severely depressed. I think a couple of them, before they killed themselves, were going to therapists.
Because of what happened.
Yeah,
on
because of what happened on
6th.
January 6th, and this is what I find out is that those cops that we're talking about, they were responding to it. They weren't the cops that were already there. They weren't the Capitol Police. These were police officers who responded to the Capitol riot, going there to go kind of see what the hell's going on and see if they can calm the situation down. So they weren't. It wasn't initially an attack on them. They were just responding to the attack. So I don't know. It's crazy coincidence maybe. I don't know. But man,
You know what sucks, man? We're probably never gonna know.
no.
We're gonna have our assumptions.
Yeah.
We're never gonna
But
fucking
that's why
know.
I love conspiracy theories, dude. Because I don't ever want to. I don't ever want to know. I love basking in the thought of what ifs.
Right? Isn't that the whole point of all of this?
Yeah, what ifs.
Question everything. Hey, wait, call me John.
John.
Yeah.
All right.
What is it, Israel?
Let's get into the last segment. Israel's
Like,
dilemma.
that man's balls must hang to his ankles.
Dude, that
Like,
guy's voice-
oh my God. I was
His
like,
voice was
I
fucking-
thought my voice was
Yes.
like awesome. No, dude, he wins. What's his name? Do we know
no,
his name?
I don't know the guy who he was getting. That
Is
guy
he a
was,
broadcaster?
Yeah, he is. They're all independent
John
journalists.
something.
Yeah, no, yeah, whatever his name is.
All right, we got to find this
Yeah,
guy.
I
He's got to
know.
be on the show.
No, I would love to be on his show.
We're going to have a voice off. Who can say this or that sexier? He wins.
All right, Israel's dilemma.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. Are you having a dilemma? Do you want to talk about it?
No, the country Israel, dingo.
Oh, bro, but you spelled it like your name.
No, my name's spelled with EA.
No, it's not. Oh, okay. Here, let me edit it.
Get out of here.
There you go. Isri's dilemma. I got your dilemma right here.
God damn it. Before we jump into popping tops, I thought this was interesting. This is just going to be a real quick one. Israel has 64% of its population partially vaccinated, and 60% of their population is fully vaccinated.
Wow, I'm proud of you, dude.
Yeah.
Look how well you did with vaccination.
Despite having huge success with their vaccine rollout, the country is now seeing a big spike in COVID-19 infections in the people who are fully vaccinated and are now reinstating restrictions to prevent full lockdown. Israel just started offering the booster shots to everybody. They started on July 29th. So it's going to be interesting to kind of watch this unravel to see if the boosters have any effect on COVID or if it's just going to be a pointless thing to do because it's not going to work. You know, they're going to be little guinea pigs that we get to watch.
You know what I think is weird about that?
What?
Okay, so you create a vaccine.
Yeah.
Right? And it's for COVID-19. And it's labeled 19 because it's the 19th variation, and that's how it is, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, people start getting COVID who had the vaccination. If you are vaccinated against COVID-19, it's not COVID-19.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
why isn't it COVID-19 beta 2? I don't know. I just think it's weird. It's like, come on.
It should be like COVID.
It should be COVID-20
variants
or COVID 19.1,
Yeah,
or
COVID
something
variant
like
point
rolling
one.
out patches or something. COVID 19 got a patch recently, so you better update your virus.
You know what? If I get the vaccine
Yeah.
when it's FDA approved, either because I want to get it or it's mandated on me because
I still
it's
can't
FDA
believe
approved.
you haven't gotten the fucking
So,
shot, dude.
Just I'm
get
holding
the
out.
goddamn
I'm holding
shot.
out. Anyways, I'm going to get a patch made, and I'm going to start making a jacket, a patch jacket, and it's going to be every time I have gotten a fucking booster, I'm going to make a patch for that.
I got COVID 19, COVID 19.1, COVID 19.2,
And it's gonna have its own
natural
patch.
COVID immunity. That should be a special one. Natural COVID immunity.
I
'cause
have
you
natural
had it.
COVID immunity.
Exactly. Oh, dude, we should do that. We should totally do that.
And
That's
put the red
freaking
dots on the back,
brilliant.
and we'll be like bikers.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. We'll even have like prospects and stuff. Be like, have you gotten your shot? Well, I got one. All right, you're a prospect. You get the cut, but you don't get a patch
Yeah.
till you in. Blood in, blood out. COVID vaccine in.
God damn it! All right, let's close this motherfucker out, Dingo. Let's hear popping tops, bud.
All right, you crunchy biscuit. So, we started out with that fascinating thing by the Feminist League
Yes, we did.
about the transgender convicts, right? So,
Sad.
so then we got this thing. And part of that was because of vaccines and HIV and whatnot. So,
Yeah.
so anyway, kind of tying that in, the New York Times has recently allowed somebody to release a quote of themselves.
Okay.
Which, you know what? I'm just going to read you this thing. New York Times says COVID virus has been eradicated.
No.
And now it's quote unquote unvaccinated people who are making others sick with their mere existence. Now, given this headline is from Stupid News, and yes, that does sound stupid because it is stupid and it's over the top.
I'm gonna
But
have to
let's-
start reading this news article place that you.
Oh, it's
find this
amazing.
at.
It's up there with allsides.com. Allsides.com is very serious. Stupidnews.com is hilarious. Anyway, let's break down this headline. So, New York Times says COVID virus has been eradicated. There is no arguing with that statement.
Yeah.
When they say now it's quote unquote unvaccinated people who are making others sick with their mere existence, what they are referring to is what somebody named Apurva Mandavili said in the New York Times.
Apurva Mandavili.
And she said, quote, the more contagious Delta variant may be getting the blame for SIC for the rise in cases.
Okay.
Continuing the quote, but fueling its rise is an older, more familiar foe.
Oh.
As John would say, vaccine hesitancy and refusal, long pervasive in the United States.
So I'm the problem.
Well, basically what she's saying is that somehow if you are not infected with a virus, you are somehow spreading it.
Okay.
Like, it's absolutely ridiculous.
That's
She
not
even
true.
continues. She says right here, we're with a wider swath of the population vaccinated. There would be no resurgence of the Delta variant, Alpha variant, or any other version of the coronavirus. So that's also saying that somehow these vaccines apply to every variant of the virus.
No.
I'm sorry. They target the RNA of that specific virus.
Yeah.
It is so uneducated. It is so ridiculous. And I would not be surprised if I was on Facebook to see this propagating.
Oh, it's probably the shit. Dems are definitely going.
Oh,
through
Dems are
saying
going
this.
through it. They're
Yeah.
anyway, they're calling it the Fauci flu.
God, I hate
And I take extreme offense to that. You're not even on this show today, Fauci, so you get the fuck out of here. Yeah, what are you doing taking over my spot? You son of a bitch.
Soprano Dingo.
You're going to put on that purity ring. You're going to fucking wear it, go out there and make some young teen vaginas tingle.
I don't think you can say that, Soprano Dingo.
Soprano Dingo can say whatever he wants. Because he's not real. Anyway, I just thought this whole article was ridiculous, and it's really pointing to this kind of thing that's going on in our society right now, where we have hot button issues and everybody wants to freak out about it, and because we have the internet, everybody wants to say something about it.
Yeah.
And so you've got the Facebook education, the Facebook University, right? And you got everybody who's got an opinion and an asshole, and they all smell, right?
Yes.
And then you've got these politicians who now have these new platforms where they can say whatever they want, and I think they're doing it without thinking, because obviously, whoever the fuck this what was her?
Is she Italian?
What was her name? Well, her last name's Italian. Her first name is like Persian. But anyway, she came out and said something that had absolutely zero scientific backing, but because she is speaking for that particular party, that party expects everything that is said by their party to have scientific backing, so they don't go look it up themselves. It's Facebook education. It's dangerous. I don't know. Anyway, I thought it was just absolutely ridiculous that somebody didn't fucking check what they were going to say before they fucking said it, and said something like, people who are unvaccinated are the ones who are spreading the disease, even if they don't have it. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Well,
like, that person just gave me $5. They're broke. Yeah, but they did. Okay. How they giving out money if they ain't got none? Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, so I wanted to pop tops to what the heck?
I'll say it right here.
To Apurva Mandavili.
Thank you for spreading misinformation.
Yes, and thank you for being ridiculously ridiculous. To you, we're gonna pop some tops.
Yes. Ah. That's the taste of sweet, sweet, sweet.
I'm good.
Alcohol.
I'm good. Yeah, that was alcohol.
All right. You can find us at thereddots.com. We have links to our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and the rest of it.
Oh my God, we do.
Yes, we have a YouTube.
We have a YouTube, and there's stuff on it.
Yes, there is. Go check it out. It's fun. If you watch the update episode, I have this little thing where a TV pops up, and we're all sitting there viewing the TV, and you get to watch the clips that we're watching. So it brings that next level of podcast.
It's going to be the new thing. It absolutely is. It's going to be way better than Spotify.
Until we get
like
kicked off,
listen
Dingo,
but maybe. But I love to watch or to listen to podcasts on my way to work. That's the great thing about Spotify. But if you actually have a moment to sit down and like watch something, you'll get all the clips. You'll see all the little interim stuff. Plus, ladies, you'll be able to see Shorty. And I think we all know fuck bitches get money.
So we upload every Wednesday, and I made a commitment to you guys to make sure this episode comes out on time on Wednesday. I'm not going to give a time. It's going to be sometime before 2:30 because that's when I go to work. But it's going to be out on Wednesday.
I just want to make it clear, Scrap is the one who made that commitment. Scrap made that commitment. So if it doesn't happen, Scrap made that commitment.
Yes.
Dingo didn't promise you shit.
Dingo don't play that.
Dingo don't play that game.
Well, I'll leave you with this.
Nobody fucks with Gator.
Question everything. Whilst you are questioning everything, and you are down your conspiracy holes, the dank conspiracy holes, and you come across something that hints at anti-Semitism. Stop there. There's no need to go further. I can already tell you what's going to happen. 1, it will get deeply anti-Semitic. And 2, not all the time, but sometime, it will lead you to a cult. And cults never end well. All you have to do is look at that poor bastard QAnon shaman. Have fun in prison, buddy.
Anti-Semitic QAnon shaman. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining us. As always, we love that you listen to us, and thank you. If you have anything you want us to talk about, please hit us up on our Twitter or our email, whatever. You got a question? We got answers. We'll do the research for you.
Yes, and sorry to ruin Dingo's sign off. We have a comment section now.
What the fuck, man?
We have a comment section now, so go to YouTube, make comments in the comment section.
Are you guys listening to this, guys? What the fuck was that? You son of a bitch. Yeah, what Scrap said.
Well, like we always say, thanks, Obama.
Let's get scratching.